Home chefs, today we are making Punjabi chana, and to make that I have soaked 2 cups of chana, and I soaked them in the morning and now I'm preparing them in the evening. So for the minimum you can soak it in the water for 2 hours, but the water needs to be hot if you are soaking it only for 2 hours. But if you have like the whole day, then you can even dip them in the cold water and leave it for the like whole day for more than 5 to 6 hours. And I am going to add these spice mix while boiling my white chana, like white chickpeas, and this is 2 tea bag. I'm using the Twinings one, and you can use any. It needs to be black tea. And this is a half cinnamon stick. This is 6 cloves, and this is half tablespoon of salt, and this is half teaspoon of cooking soda. It can be baking soda, that's fine. So this is my pan, and in this I'm going to add water first. The water is I'll show you how much the water we need. When you put the chickpeas in it, the chickpeas need to be soaked in the water. That much water you need. Now I'm adding the other ingredients. Baking soda, cloves, cinnamon, and tea bags. And now I'm turning on the flame. So the first whistle, it should be on high flame, and then for 10 minutes I'm going to put it on slow flame. If any whistle come in between that, that's fine, but after that, after 10 minutes I'm going to put it on high flame again and wait for at least 4 whistles, and then I will switch off the gas. Now I'm going to put the lid on it. So we'll wait for the whistles. So we will wait for the first whistle, and then we will dim the flame. Chefs, this is how our chickpeas will look after getting cooked, and you can see there is not a lot of water left. As you can see, they are properly cooked. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a spoon and I'm going to take off these spices extra which I have put earlier. For example, this tea bag and this cinnamon stick, and as well as the cloves. To make the puree, I have taken 3 tomatoes and 1 onion and 4 to 5 garlic cloves and 1 inch of ginger. So I'm going to mix onion, ginger and garlic cloves together, and I'm going to separate the tomatoes later on, but I'm going to make the puree of both of them. Our puree which is ready. The white one is the ginger and onion and garlic, and this is the tomato puree. Home chefs, this is our spice mix. I have taken half teaspoon of mango powder, 1 tablespoon of garam masala, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, 1 tablespoon of fenugreek leaves, half teaspoon of turmeric powder, 2 teaspoon of red chili powder, 1.5 teaspoon of ginger powder, and 3 tablespoon of coriander powder. Now I'm going to mix all these ingredients except fenugreek leaves, that we will save for later. See home chefs, I have mixed all the spices together. Home chefs, let's start the cooking. So I have taken 65 gram of yogurt, which is about half cup, and this is my oil, which is like about 2 tablespoons. And now I'm going to add first of all this paste, the paste of ginger, onion and garlic. But let the oil get cooked. It will get hot, and then we will add our first thing, which is ginger, garlic and onion paste. As you can see home chefs, I have added the first puree, and now I'm going to cook this puree until the raw aroma of ginger and garlic doesn't disappear on a slow flame. I added little bit of salt to cook it properly or to cook it quickly. And now I'm going to add the spice mix after the smell of the garlic and ginger is gone in the onions. Now mix it properly and cook it for about 3 to 4 minutes. So after 3 to 4 minutes, I'm going to add the strained yogurt in it. So I'm going to cook this strained yogurt for at least 3 to 4 minutes more, or about 5 to 7 minutes totally. So home chefs, how you know that it is cooked? You can see the oil separates from the spice mix and the yogurt. So now I'm going to add my tomato puree in it. Tomato puree. Home chefs, after adding the tomato puree, I'm going to leave the base for at least 12 minutes so that it can get cooked properly and the spices get mixed properly. As you can see, the oil is separated from the spice mix and our spice mix is cooked properly. Now we will add 1 cup of water and cook it for another 10 to 12 minutes. After adding the water, cook the spice mix for 12 minutes. As you can see, our chana gravy is ready. Now I'm going to mix the chana in it, which we have already cooked and boiled. As you can see, our chana is ready, and now I'm going to add the kasturi methi in it, which is our home chefs. Our chana is ready, and now I'm going to add the fenugreek leaves in it before serving. Chefs, our chana is ready to serve. You can serve with this chapatis or puris, up to you. Thank you for watching the video, home chefs. Hope you like it.